Today, I am going to be giving you 3 projects that could potentially make you a lot of money in the bull run. All I will say is I hope you like low market cap projects because all 3 of these are around and under $10 million in market cap. So make sure you stick around. Let's get straight into the video. G'day everyone, my name is Zach and I'm here to help you with your cryptocurrency investing journey. Just remember, nothing I say is financial advice, and if you would like to join the Crypto with Zach Premium Patreon, link will be in the description. Benefits include the premium section of the Discord server and premium members only chat. You can also talk with me directly, right? It'll be a lot easier to connect with me. You'll also get my exclusive DGen players, and we'll talk about one of these later on in the video. You could have got into it very early. Also my buy, sell, stake and alerts, and a lot more, including premium videos and premium live streams. So link is in the description. Make sure you check that out. Just letting you know, I also feel a little bit under the weather today, so apologies if I don't sound as enthusiastic as I normally do. So the first project we're going to be talking about today is Mintlayer, and it's empowering dApps to be built on top of Bitcoin's blockchain network. It's something that we need, all right? So going into the future, I'm expecting projects like this, especially considering what Bitcoin is going to do this cycle with all the ETFs that are coming in place. I'm expecting projects like this, scaling Bitcoin and the usability of Bitcoin, to do exceptionally well going into the future. So what is Mintlayer? It's a future-proof blockchain, all right? So it is a blockchain that improves direct token interoperability, very early in the morning here, and enables ways to trade value, create systems, functionalities, and participate in truly trustless finance. So there's a few perks to what Mintlayer are offering, right? So they're offering users and builders to build on top of what Bitcoin already has running. And like I said before, going into the future, Bitcoin is going to need more use cases in order for it to maintain its true value. All right, so we can see there are a few perks on what Mintlayer are offering. So a tokenization ecosystem. So tokenize equity, real estate, and other holdings in primary and secondary markets using a legally compliant technical architecture. All right. Also DeFi. So DeFi dApps are able to build on top of this utilizing the tech that Mintlayer are providing. You can also store your assets, lend and borrow and trade on a single network. All right. If we go up here, there's also build options for developers. All right. And these guys are aiming to build an entire ecosystem, allowing people to utilize the true meaning of Bitcoin in a sense, you know what I mean? The project is also very interoperable, all right? I think I said that right, but we can see value, transfer, and exchange. So two-way pegging allows cryptocurrency from various blockchains to interact on a single protocol. And going into the future, this is going to be very important, all right? There's no point having 20, 30, 50, 100 different blockchains if they can't talk to each other. So interoperability is going to be a major thing going into the future and allowing crypto to be more fluid. So there's a lot of things that these guys can offer to the market, all right? Next generation DeFi applications and dApps is going to be the most important thing. And especially that if we go into their build ecosystem, we can see that projects are able to deploy and develop on top of Mintlayer. So in a sense, all right, comparing it to Injective, all right, Injective is offering DeFi apps to be built on a extremely fast blockchain, all right? This is kind of similar to Injective's sort of mind. Not in the sense of DeFi apps, all right, but these guys are wanting to grow Bitcoin and the Bitcoin network to a new level, all right? So people can build all different sorts of projects on top of it, because Mintlayer are providing a foundation for the bigger picture, basically. The only problem I have with this project is the tokenomics are quite horrendous. All right, not going to lie, that is a pretty bad circulating supply. One of the only red flags about this project, the utility is there, all right? People are starting to talk about Mintlayer, but these tokenomics are not very attractive. So if your game plan is to only invest in projects that have good utility and good tokenomics, I would consider staying away from this because there is a major tokenary inflation risk, all right? It's almost 10x, all right? This could almost inflate up to 10 times more than what we're seeing right now. But if we have a look at the price, we've been going absolutely parabolic as of late, up 10x from these recent lows, 10x in just over a week, so that's not too bad. I wouldn't be complaining. So it's about 2 weeks. But, all right, $10 million market cap, you can't really complain, all right? It's quite a low market cap compared to what these guys are planning to do in the future. If you want to pick it up, you can pick it up on Gate.io. I'd recommend MEXC in this situation or BingX. I've never used BingX in my life, so make sure you do your own research before investing in that. But I consider going under MEXC or Gate.io as their volume is quite nice. So, as we spoke about before, Mintlayer is a layer 2 solution that allows users to build a decentralized finance ecosystem rooted in the established network of the Bitcoin blockchain. Opening Bitcoin DeFi smart contracts, atomic swaps, NFTs, and dApps. So there is a lot of usability for this project, and there is a big need for this project, allowing Bitcoin to be more fluently used on the daily. All right, so Mintlayer, the narrative is a Bitcoin layer 2. So it's a scaling solution for Bitcoin, allowing it to be more easily accessible and used among the crypto space. Currently sitting at a market cap of $10.5 million. I'm giving the utility rating a big green tick. There's a lot of utility behind this project and it's doing exceptionally well. And going into the future, I would be expecting this to be mass adopted or have that ability to be mass adopted in a sense, because we don't necessarily need mass adoption going into a bull run. We just need the project to look like it's going to be mass adopted when retail investors come in. But it does get mass adopted. That's a nice bonus. Hype rating, they have been talking about it, all right, but it's not like a gaming, next generation gaming project we've seen some hype around, It's a little bit under the radar at the moment, but we have had a vertical candle, all right? The price is going vertical at the minute, so the hype is growing. A few big players are following it on Twitter and have been talking about it, so I'm giving it the second highest rating we have. Tokenomics aren't very good, all right? They're not ideal, but they're not completely bad, right? They're not absolutely horrible. That'd be like 1 or 2 to 5% of circulating supply out, but I'm just giving it a not ideal tick in this box. There's demand for the project, all right? Bitcoin scaling solutions are really, there's a big demand for them. Scaling Bitcoin so that we can use it more freely in the cryptocurrency space. That's why I invest in Tectum, right? Because it's scaling not only Bitcoin, but any cryptocurrency that they wish to scale. And scaling Bitcoin to make it more easily accessible and usable, giving it more use cases. I think this is a very nice point and touch on the project. So the demand for the project, I'm giving it great. Competition is very low for this sort of thing, so I'm giving it an elite or excellent rating on this. And overall, I'm going to be giving it a 7.5 out of 10. So the next project we're going to be talking about today is Izumi Finance, all right? And it is liquidity redefined. It's a multi-chain DeFi protocol and a decentralized finance hub. So these guys are offering, their swap, where you can swap between coins, right? Just like any DeFi protocol has. And they've also got liquidity pools. I'm not going to connect my wallet, but they've also got liquidity providing. You can also farm, all right? So there's not a huge amount of farming options right now. But going into the future, as we see this project get more adopted and used, this will increase. They've also got their point system like ZKSwap Finance, but it's their own take and you can earn rewards. And I like this touch, all right? They've got a promo. They've got an on-chain order book that you can actually utilize. They've also got their portal, all right? So you can check out their portal and it can send you to pretty much wherever you need. So say, for example, we want to bridge through ZKSync Era, it has a multiple amount of options that you can select from. So let's just say we want to use this protocol right here. Wait for it to load. It takes us right to the bridge that we need. So everything you really need is on this website when you're playing with decentralized finance. One thing I really like about this project is the amount of networks they support. They support a huge amount of networks. So this is really bullish going into the future. DeFi protocols that have multiple chain options are going to outperform ones that have singular options, all right? There are some outliers out there, but say, for example, Uniswap has an abundant amount of options and chains that you can utilize, and this has the exact same thing. So going into the future, I'm going to be expecting this project to do very well. If we jump on their Twitter, 323,000 followers, all right? There is a huge following on this project, and it's getting awesome recognition for what they are doing, and they are constantly updating their community with anything that is going on. But if we jump into the project, it's only $11 million of market cap, right? $11.5 million. Quite good, all right, quite low for what these guys are able to achieve in a bull run. And it's not like it's hard to access, all right? You can access it through a vast range of centralized and decentralized exchanges. And overall, I am bullish on this project for the long term. So, as I said before, about $11.5 million in market cap, and the tokenomics are a lot better than some other projects out there, especially in the DeFi area. Volume is quite healthy, right? 5.35% of that market cap has been flowing in and out in the last 24 hours. And it's just a healthy number, you know what I mean? Like, fully diluted market cap's not that bad also. I mean, only $30 million. That is, quite low compared to what we're seeing with our tokenomics. So going into the future, we can see that our structure has kind of shifted. We have bottomed out and it's looking like we want to potentially start shifting upwards. Over the last month, we have only been going upwards. And this year, you can see it's been a little bit choppy, but towards that March area, we had a major pump and it's come back down to these hot buying areas. So Izumi Finance, it sits in the decentralized exchange narrative, but it has a lot of perks compared to other decentralized exchanges. Sitting at an $11.5 million market cap, it's pretty much a steal right now. You know what I mean? It's cheap as chips, and I expect it to go a lot higher in the future. The utility is there, all right? It's getting a big green tick for its utility. Its hype is a little bit, the hype is there, right? People are talking about it. People like the project, but it's not like the, other decentralized exchanges out there and like Mintlayer. It's not like your hot gaming narrative, all right? Your gaming hype, your AI hype. So going into the Bullrun, I would be expecting this to grow. Tokenomics are a lot better, around that 40% mark. So it's pretty normal for a project like this. There's also, decentralized exchanges, there's not necessarily a huge demand for them. It's really the more a project has to offer, the better it's going to do, in my eyes, all right? But people need to know about it. So it's getting, a normal rating for the demand and the competition. Decentralized exchanges, there is quite a bit of demand out there, so it's sitting normal, and I'm going to be giving it a 6.5 out of 10. So for today's third and final project, we're going to be talking about ZKSwap Finance. And if you're in my Discord server and my premium services, you would have had the opportunity to pick this up at a $500,000 market cap, which is around 7x's ago. So if you want to get that upper edge on the market, make sure you check out the description, join the Patreon if you would like for those benefits, or join the Crypto with Zach Discord server. So if you don't know what ZKSwap Finance is, it's the first swap to earn DEX, which is an incentive model that this decentralized exchange and project has created in order to incentivize people to use it. So every time you swap, you can earn passive ZF just for using this exchange. So built in this exchange, there is quite a few perks. So we have our swapping protocol, all right, where you can swap across the zksync era mainnet network, all right, which is up and running. Going into the release of the zksync token, I expect these sorts of projects to absolutely boom, as it is one way to start getting yourself ready for this. For the starting cycle of those zksync airdrops. These guys also have crazy liquidity providing options, so you can jump into these liquidity pools and earn some insane APRs, all right? I'm not really into liquidity providing, that sort of thing, but if this is your style, I would recommend having a look into it. They've also got a lot of earn, all right? A lot of earn incentives. So they've got their farming, all right? They've got their staking, they've got their campaign, all right? And they've also got other bonus rewards. So you can currently stake the ZF token. I recommend also looking into that. And if you're into farming, that sort of thing, this is offering some solid APRs as well, just like their liquidity section. I'm not going to be covering their swap pool, but that is also there. It's a point ranking system on this exchange. But what I really like is their bridge, all right? It's a fully operational bridge, all right? And you can bridge from multiple different networks to the zksync era network. Right now, it is the only option to get your tokens onto Sync era, all right? Utilizing a bridge, whether that be through your wallet, or you can also do it through ZKSwap Finance. So this is one way you can purchase the coin. If you would like to purchase ZKSwap Finance, you have to do it through this swap on this exchange. There are a few other options out there, but if you want to find out, probably one of the easiest ways to buy it, join the Discord. There is a video on how to do it in there, but they also have their bridge up and running. One thing I also like about this project, and this will be something for the future, is in their more section, you do have the ability to vote, all right, as the ZF token is a governance token for the ecosystem, all right? We'll go back. There is also a built-in launchpad, which hasn't really been utilized yet, but going into the future and the release of the zksync token, I'll be expecting this to have some solid volume and solid projects coming through here. If you want to check out their white paper, you can also go to their docs. To summarize this project, I think this is an excellent investment. This circulating supply is not correct. It's around 50%. I believe it's just over 50%. But we can see it's around it's over a $3.7 million market cap. And right now the price is just ranging, but we've been going absolutely parabolic as of late. It's going to be interesting to see if we want to challenge these highs and make a new all-time high, or if the price is getting a little bit exhausted, wanting to come down to some lower levels, all right? But people are not wanting to sell it right now, all right? People are not wanting to get rid of their tokens because they know the potential that this project has, all right? Overall, I think this is an excellent investment going into the future. I'll be expecting a few pumps, all right? One is obviously in the Bullrun, but we'll be getting a solid pump around the zksync token release, and that is why I'm so bullish on this token, all right? Because there is so much potential going into the future for ZKSwap Finance. So ZKSwap Finance, all right, it's a swap to earn DEX, the exact same as normal DEX, but there is incentives in order to use the DEX in order to get rewards for doing so. Sitting at a $3.75 million market cap, all right, so it's quite low compared to what it's going to be in the future. Not only around the zksync token release, but the mass adoption of zksync era's network, and also going into the Bullrun. Excellent utility, all right? Cannot complain about the utility. The first swap to earn DEX and building on top of zksync era's network, I think that is awesome. I've given the hype a normal rating, all right? Because think about it. The market cap is extremely low and not too many people actually know about this project yet, all right? Wait till mainstream crypto social media gets their hands on it, sorry. Once they get their hands on it, this project is going to absolutely fly. And think about it, it's extremely hard to buy right now. And for a project that's hard to buy, a $3.75 million market cap is nothing to complain about. Tokenomics sitting around 50%. Coin market cap is incorrect. Once again, who would have thought? But it's around a $3.75 million market cap out of a $7.2 million market cap. So it's just around that 50% mark. A little bit over to be accurate. Solid demand for this project, right? One of the first DEXs built on top of zksync era mainnet's network, all right? The first DEX, or one of the first DEXs that is utilizing the zksync era network, right? And they've got a built-in bridge to make it easier for people to buy. There's not a lot of competition, all right? The competition is excellent/elite, which means there is little projects out there doing what this project are doing, all right? These guys are taking their own unique edge on the market. So I'm going to be giving it a 7 out of 10. So that is going to conclude today's video. If you enjoyed it, consider leaving a like and subscribing. If you want to join the Patreon, link will be in the description. Same for the Crypto with Zach Discord server. Apart from that, I hope you got a bit of value out of this video. Make sure you always do your own research on this project, on these projects. Don't just throw your money in, as it could be extremely, devastating at some points. So apart from that, I hope the markets have been trading well. I hope that your portfolio has been thriving. Bitcoin and cryptocurrency have been doing pretty well lately. So I hope you guys have been reaping these rewards. And I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.